Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Dana. I was born and raised in Kentucky in the United States, but now I'm living in Japan. And I make podcast-style videos to help you learn English through American culture and everyday life. Yes, so welcome everyone. Before we get into today's topic, let me mention a couple of things. This month, my background will kind of be changing. Maybe with each episode, I'm not sure. My living situation is changing, let's say. So yes, today I'm sitting at my desk and sorry, this chair, it's really fun to move around. So I might be moving a bit, but I will try to stay still. So that's one thing. And one more thing, my last video. So I make videos speaking in Japanese as well. So if you want to listen to an explanation in Japanese, explaining English phrases or grammar, please check out that video. I will put the link below in the description. Thank you very much. Okay, so a little bit of small talk too. How's everybody? How's your February going so far? I feel like 2026 is flying by. Well, we say that every year, don't we? But time is flying again. Have you been sticking to your New Year's resolutions? I'm not the type of person to set super strict New Year's resolutions for myself, but I do have some general goals for this year, and one of them being to make fun, interesting videos for you guys. So I'll do my best to keep that promise. Okay, so speaking of February, today's topic, let's get into it. It is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. So for everyone listening, what do you usually do on Valentine's Day? If you're in a relationship, maybe you exchange gifts or go out on a date with your partner. But if you're single, maybe you just hang out with friends, or you might just treat it like a normal day. In the US, there are a few pretty typical Valentine's Day traditions. So today I want to talk about what that usually looks like, along with some of my own experiences. Okay, so let's start with couples, so people who are already dating. I think many of you have seen in American movies or TV shows on Valentine's Day a man giving a huge bouquet of flowers and chocolates to his girlfriend or his wife. Have you seen a scene like that before in a movie or TV show? You know, they make it look pretty extravagant, but is this realistic? In my opinion, I would say this is relatively accurate, actually. Valentine's Day is a huge day, a very important day in the US. If either partner forgets about Valentine's Day, it can be disappointing for their partner to the other person. Many American people, including myself, care a lot about these kinds of romantic gestures. So, if you're dating an American whose love language is gifts, yeah, you definitely don't want to forget Valentine's Day. But I will say some people, even in the US, aren't really into these kind of events, so just do what feels right for your relationship. By the way, in some countries, there is Valentine's Day and White Day, right? So on Valentine's Day, women give gifts to men, and on White Day, men give gifts back to women. But in the US, we don't have White Day, only Valentine's Day. So it's a combined celebration for both people. And because of this, partners exchange gifts on Valentine's Day. Let me share with you the most popular Valentine's Day gifts in the US. I'm going to break this up by gender, but as you know, it always depends on the person. I'd say the most popular gift for women is flowers. Yeah, especially red roses, because they symbolize love and romance. You can't go wrong with a bouquet of flowers. If you want to give a woman a more expensive gift, jewelry is always good. For example, a nice necklace or bracelet. These are popular choices, and jewelry stores usually have special sales or items around Valentine's Day. Also, gift baskets. A gift basket is exactly what it sounds like, a basket with several items inside. For Valentine's Day, it might include some chocolates, a cute little stuffed animal, skincare items, or bath bombs. Bath bombs are the things you put in the bath to make it smell nice or feel more relaxing. If you're not sure what to get a girl for Valentine's Day, a gift basket is a good option and they're easy to find. A lot of stores sell Valentine's Day themed gift baskets around this season. As for men, some popular gifts for men that I often see are very practical items like wallets, gloves that you put on your hands, socks we put on your feet, right? Something that you can actually use on a daily basis. For more expensive gifts, luxury cologne, so cologne is like a perfume, but for men, or neckties for more expensive gifts. Those are popular. Chocolates or homemade sweets are also common, but I feel like it's a little tricky to decide what to give men because there isn't a standard gift for them on Valentine's Day, like flowers for women. Flowers or even certain gifts like heart-shaped chocolate can be seen as girly by some people. Although recently this has been changing, and I think this is really interesting, so I wanted to get everyone's opinion. For some reason, our society thinks flowers are feminine, right? So some people think only women like flowers, which is kind of strange when you think about it. They're just flowers. But I'm starting to see on social media Americans talking about how men also deserve flowers or should be given flowers more often. So it's getting a little more common for men in the US, not only women, to receive flowers on Valentine's Day. So I'm curious, what does everyone think about this? If you're a man and your partner gave you flowers, how would you feel? Let me know your opinion in the comments. And anyway, if you really want to impress someone with your gift, customized gifts or homemade sweets are even better. Many couples do this in the US. For example, okay, my experience. This is kind of a classic one, but one time I made chocolate-covered strawberries for a guy I was dating. Strawberry, so the fruit, right? Chocolate-covered strawberries are super popular for Valentine's Day because of the red color, right? Valentine's Day has this kind of themed colors, pink and red, usually. I got a cute little box to put the chocolates in, and I put a bow on it and included a small note. Aside from that, I did give flowers to a guy one time, and he was surprised, right? But really happy with them. And another time, I gave a guy a customized belt, so the belt that you wear, with his name on the inside. This was for someone that I've been with for a while. If the relationship is newer, I think Americans tend to go for standard gifts or typical gifts like flowers or chocolates. But if you know the other person well, a present tailored to that person is even better. Okay? And as for gifts I received, the most interesting gift I received for Valentine's Day was a giant teddy bear. Seriously, it was giant. It was bigger than me. So funny story, I had to carry it to my car across campus because I was in university at that time. So I was carrying the bear like this. And people were driving past me, honking their horn or waving at me like, hey, nice bear. So it was embarrassing, but still a good memory. Other than that, yeah, I have gotten flowers and chocolates before, so pretty standard stuff. And before we move on, let me talk a little bit about Valentine's Day dates. What kind of dates people go on. First, we have a kind of cute saying we use on Valentine's Day. So we say, will you be my Valentine? So we call the person we like our Valentine. It sounds kind of childish, but that's why it's cute. So we use it in a joking way to ask our partner out on Valentine's Day. And most couples will go out for a nice dinner, maybe a little more expensive place than they'd usually go. Some couples also like to take short trips, maybe a one-night trip and go somewhere. Either way, if you're in a relationship, it's a given that you go on a date somewhere. Now back to gifts. This next part might surprise some of you. On Valentine's Day every year, I get a gift from my parents. From my parents too. Even now, my mom sends me gifts to Japan. Thank you, Mom and Dad. In the US, people don't only give gifts to their partners, but also friends and family. Of course, Valentine's Day is mostly for couples, but it's also just a day where we show our love and appreciation for people close to us. Not everyone does this. Again, maybe it's mostly girls, but my mom and some of my girlfriends have given me gifts on this day. And I think this is a really nice tradition. When it comes to friends, this is especially common if you have a group of single friends. So no one is in a relationship. They might get together and go out for dinner or to the movies. So this is a nice way to spend the day so you don't feel lonely for not having a partner on Valentine's Day. And this next part is probably unique to my family, but when I was little, my mom would make a chocolate treasure hunt for me and my brothers every morning on Valentine's Day. So a treasure hunt is a game where you use clues or hints to look for hidden items. So we would wake up in the morning and my mom would give us some hint or paper, the first clue, and we would have to look around my house for the different hidden snacks and chocolates. And with each one, there was another hint to lead us to the next chocolate, right? And yeah, that was really fun. Very, very nostalgic now that I'm much older. But she actually did this for us until we got a bit older, though. So until we went off to college, I think. She did this for us every year. So another good memory. That's more of a personal tradition from my family. But as you can see, gift giving is a huge part of Valentine's Day for Americans. And it goes beyond just couples. So if you have any American friends, try giving them a small gift on Valentine's Day. I think they'll really appreciate it. Just be careful. If the gift is too romantic, they might think you're asking them out. So just be careful. Okay? And speaking of kids and families, okay, Valentine's Day in the US is also huge. It's a huge event in schools. Okay, so next I want to talk about how very young kids celebrate Valentine's Day at school in the US. So in the US, we have, at a lot of schools, we have something called Valentine's Day grams or candy grams. These are little gifts, usually candy or chocolate with a little note that students, parents, and teachers can send to each other within the school. So they usually have a table set up where you can buy the candy grams, and they are delivered to people on Valentine's Day. Usually school staff or student volunteers go around the school and deliver the candy grams. So you have to pay a small amount of money for each one, maybe just $1 or so. And the money usually goes towards improving school facilities or paying for field trips. So at its core, the candy grams are actually a fundraising event for the school. But for students, they are much more than that. So think about it for a second. If you get a lot of candy grams, that means a lot of people like you, right? Well, at least you feel that way. You feel good. You feel popular. And they deliver the candy grams in front of the whole class. So everyone knows who got a candy gram and who didn't. I remember every year on Valentine's Day when they announced, okay, it's time. It's time to deliver the candy grams. I would be sitting at my desk and talking to my friends, and we're laughing nervously. I wonder if anyone sent me a candygram. Oh, did my crush send me a candygram? Sadly, I never got a candygram from a boy I liked, but my mom, of course, my mom, she's so nice, and my friends sent me a candygram, so I still felt good that I had something. Some kids might feel a bit disappointed or left out. right? If no one sends them any candygrams. So the schools encourage people to send them to their friends too. Oh, by the way, I just used the word crush, right? My crush. Did you catch that? So a crush is a person that you like, but usually they don't know that. They don't know it yet. So another thing that happens a lot in schools is a boy or girl sends a candygram to their crush and writes, I like you on the note. And sometimes if they're too scared to reveal their feelings, they might send the note anonymously. So in other words, they send the note without writing their name. Oh, so I remember one time I was in middle school. A really popular guy at the school received an anonymous candygram. So no name. And it said, I have a crush on you. But there's no name on it. So everybody freaked out. We were all asking around, trying to figure out which girl sent him the candygram. But no one would admit to it. Actually, I don't remember how that ended. I don't think it ever came out who sent it. Maybe she told him privately. But yeah, that was middle school drama for you on Valentine's Day. Okay, so now I hope everyone has a good idea of what Americans do on Valentine's Day. Kids get to celebrate at school and exchange candy or chocolate with their friends. After people get older and start having romantic relationships, the focus shifts to their partner. So, what does everyone think of these traditions? What do you think of giving people flowers or chocolates? What do you think about the candygrams? I'm especially curious if kids do something for Valentine's Day in other countries. So, please tell me about your experiences or your thoughts in the comments. Okay? So, I hope everyone watching this has a happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone!